Today, we want to talk to you about the thing that is killing outdoor businesses. I want to quickly summarize this so that you know if this is for you. If you're an outdoor business owner who ever gives discounts or promotions or buy two, get four free or any of the above, there is a fair chance that you are killing your business with that strategy. My name's Rob Yates. This is
Mark Hopkins,
my beautiful assistant. We're founders of We Get Outdoors, where we are here to help exciting people have exciting businesses, exciting lives, and generally live abundantly and have a lifestyle of your dreams. And we've been working in the outdoor industry, well, for me, for 30 years, and Mark now 2 years.
playing a long time, working a long shorter.
Yeah, was it playing on time? Mark's worked in the business world as a coach and consultant since he was about knee-high to a grasshopper, which was a really long time ago because he's about 6'12", otherwise known as 7 foot. We've been observing what it is that outdoor businesses and what the outdoor industry is doing. And the first question is, and I know you're going to want to do this as like a yes, no, but like, do discounts and promotions and all that stuff, do they kill businesses?
Yes.
Yes.
They do. Full stop, amen, move on, end of video, done. Done.
Okay, cool. Well, that was better than a yes, no, maybe. Is there a place, though, for discounts and promotions in the outdoor industry and business?
I think as discounts are part, if they're part of a customer experience plan, then yes.
Mm-hmm.
But too often they are looked at as a single way to attract a customer and have no idea how to hook that customer into their business to make sure that they're repeat customers.
And so by repeat customers, one of the things we work with our business owners on is 2 substantial purchases per customer per year for 10 years. That's our goal, that repetition. So 20, and I use the word substantial because that's important. So that's each customer is worth 20 substantial purchases in your business. And usually we work on, over that 10 years, the purchases get more substantial the longer the customer stays in your business structure for as a customer who loves you. So it would be fair to say that a discount is a useful tool, as is a promotion, to get somebody through the door for the first time, onto the website for the first time, to engage with you for the first time.
Yes. Gets their email address, gets them to experience, very loosely, you and your business.
That's it. They get a taste,
a little taster,
a measure, a feel. But all too often what we find is that we get people in the door, the people have their discounted experience or their whatever it might, well, discounted product, service, whatever it may well be, and then they disappear. They disappear. I actually had a Groupon would be a great example of this, but don't get me on that bandwagon too long. But I actually worked with a business owner, I think had 20,000 Groupon customers a year in his experience-related business, and yet is still broke.
Sheesh.
Why? Because when you give a discount or a promotion, generally what you do is give away all of your profit margin.
Yep.
And so you sell something at break even, and that gives you some cash flow for a short period of time till you have to restock, resupply, or pay bills. And after that, nothing. So discounts, promotions, or whatever else on their own kill outdoor businesses. Period.
It is a race to the bottom. It's a price race that you're never, ever going to win.
That's it. It's also being the cheapest one in your neighborhood or in your niche is also a race to the bottom.
Never going to win it.
So Mark, what's missing then? What do people need to do in terms of a practical step when they get somebody over that threshold, be it the website, be it the front door of the business, be it the parking lot? They're there with their credit card, ready to go and buy that half price, half day experience or that product that's at 25% off or whatever it may well be. What do people need to do to get that customer then to transition from purchase 1 this year to purchase full price purchase 2, so on and so forth?
They need to tie the next purchase to the experience of the first purchase. If you enjoyed this, then I know you're going to enjoy this, and sign up now for this. So too often they look at products in isolation. I'm going to do this, I'm going to forget about it, and then I'm going to try and sell them something separate. So we always advocate, once you've got somebody in and they've experienced you something, hook on your next part of your business, your sales funnel, your product onto the back of it, especially if you have an experience. Let's say you've got them through the front door to do an experience. They've just finished the day. What are they feeling at the end of the day? Excitement, enthusiasm.
Exhilarated.
So what do you do at the end of the day? You offer them in a week's time, in a month's time, and why not sign up for this thing now?
For the 2-day version of the 1-day thing.
At full price.
Yeah.
Hook it on. Always hook it on. Just hooks.
I think about it like this in a way, is that the film The Wizard of Oz, the really old one, filmed in the 70s or something
Love
like that. Dorothy and the Tin Man and the lion and whatever else. Scarecrow. Dorothy took those characters on a journey along the yellow brick road to Oz. So if we were to say where a customer is today is a degree of doom and gloom, and they don't love their life as much as they could do, and that Oz is their future desired place to be, reaching their goals, their dreams, their aspirations, their top of Everest, whatever it may well be. Your job as a business owner is to construct a logical pathway for the customers to follow from today along the brick road to Oz. And along the way, we add more value at every stage. And we probably charge, in fact, definitely charge more money for a 2-day experience than a 1-day experience, for a camping stove to a learn how to cook and use your camping stove experience. Other ways of thinking about this, because this works very easily in the sort of experience, adventure, holiday, tour type area. Somebody starts off on a half-day experience, and they go to a full day, then they go to 2-day, then they go to 5-day, then they go to 2 weeks, and they do a month. I mean, that's quite easy to put together. But if you're in the retail end of things or in the manufacturing end of things, what you really need to do is go and pick a thing. So we were talking the other day, we're playing with the idea of what do we call it, like remote camping. So paddling, cycling, or hiking or sailing on to a remote location, staying the night underneath a tent or a tarp, and then there's everything else that goes around that we can then sell as a product. So there's sleeping bags, mats, clothing, the list goes, the stove, the list goes on. And then beyond that, the knowledge or the guiding to go to even more remote, more wild, more desirable places to go and camp in that only accessible by a natural means, should we say? By foot or human energy or wind, to more remote locations. And so then you can go and build your yellow brick road out around that as well.
Just one question that I'm pretty sure, so everyone understands this and they're going, okay, makes sense. But Rob, where do I start? Do I start at the Wizard of Oz and work backwards? Or do I start with my lowest price, cheapest entry point that I can get a customer to engage with and then work towards Oz?
So I think most outdoor business owners will know what they want to do as their version of Oz. So I think they have to hold that in their mind. However, to make that possible, to genuinely earn money from it, you've got to get people to come do it. So I wouldn't start anywhere like that. I'd start with, who are the customers who want to come and eventually climb Denali? Let's just use that as a thing. Who are those people? And what's the most logical thing I can sell them today that's easy, affordable, and solves a problem for them today? And then I'd look to piece a journey between the two. So it's very much about the customer's perspective as opposed to the wants, dreams, desires, and expertise of the outdoor business owner.
Cool. So it goes back to know who you're selling to and what problem you're solving.
That's it.
Therefore, it goes back to why discounts on their own do not work.
Nope. Because you'll get all sorts of customers come in, take all your discounted stuff, and then they'll go to the person who's offering the next discounted product and the next discounted product. And for the customer who habitually will do that journey, they will never reach their top of their Mount Everest, Denali, or anything else that's a goal for them, because they're always chasing discounts. They're not actually having a facilitated journey that takes them to achieving their adventure dreams.
And that is how to break out of the broken outdoor model, is facilitate a journey that your customer wants to go on.
There we go. So that's it from us. Now, if any of this has hurt your head, confused you, or you don't have your yellow brick road in place, we're offering free mentored sessions, 60 minutes with Mark or myself. The link will be beneath, completely free of charge, where we will help guide you a step further through your yellow brick road. We only have about 6 hours a week available, 3 each. So time is short, so go and check out the link below, book a time with us, and we'll see you there. And Mark, if any of these wonderful people want to then go and get their business profiled positively in front of 80,000+ people on 20 to 30 social media platforms, what else can they do?
Well, if you've got a story and you've got a business that you want to grow, why not get in front of our followers, our tribe, get in front of the right people out there in planet Earth? Very simply, go below, click on the link around the Outdoor Business Promo Series. That is the name of the podcast. Book a time that suits you, and then come and be a guest on our podcast. Do the chat with us. We'll get to ask you some cool questions that gets you to showcase your business in a way that attracts customers, and then we are going to blast it across the internet.
There we go. So that's it from us. Stay awesome. Remember, discounts can kill your business, or maybe they can be a big trick in your sleeve if you've got your yellow brick road in place. Stay awesome. We'll see you next week.
Bye-bye.